56C, he's out of Casa Grande with Brandon Connor alongside of him out of Kingman in the 57B. Corey Vale out of Fort Mohave will be on board the number 13 car. And alongside will be Kaylee Sturdivant out of Fort Mohave as well on the 73K pickup truck. Jesse Martin starts in the 5th position out of Kingman in the number 10 car with Stephen Hartwick in the BMW. He's out of Mohave Valley in that number 77 car. Larry Leslie out of Kingman as well in the number 8 machine will start on the inside of the next row with Dennis Dowell on the outside of him in the 17D. Ava Laney on board that 97L car out of Huntington Beach, California will start 9th with Joseph Phillips outside of him in the 10th spot in the number 33. Johnny Little brings that number 4 back to the track out of Laughlin, Nevada. He starts in the 11th position with Wayne Connor outside of him in that number 57. Larry Dowell, the number 59D, will be inside the next row with Chrissy Delgado on the outside in the 43 car. Christina Dapper will be on the last row in the 15th spot in the 77K. And Josh Dietz outside of Christina in the 16J. All right, there they are. Sport Compacts getting ready to do 20 laps here at Mohave Valley Raceway. First feature of the night. A good mix of cars. You got rear-wheel drive and front-wheel drive cars out here. So it always makes for a great race with these Sport Compacts. There's Kaylee Sturdivant. They're going to run around a couple of times, just get some of this water off the and run this in where the grader went around. And don't forget, folks, next weekend, 2-day show, Friday and Saturday here at Mohave Valley Raceway for the Southern Nevada Dwarf Car Nationals. A great field of dwarf cars will be here for both days, so mark your calendars, come on out. What a great field of Sport Compacts here at Mohave Valley Raceway. Good to see them all out here. All right, this front row is doing a great job staying side by side. Now everybody will get lined up behind them side by side. Sean will give them the one to go sign next time around. All right, Sean gives them the one to go sign. Get the features underway here. Again, scheduled to go 20 laps. All right, folks, you ready? Well, 4 people yelled. Come on, you ready for some racing at the Sport Compacts? That's what I want to hear. Coming around now, the start zone. Sean taking a look. They get on the gas. Green flag flies. Side by side into turn 1. Scott Vetter, Brandon Connor. We'll get a car, spins around, everybody getting by. Great job by the whole field. So the caution comes out, did not get a lap in. So the lineup, that's the 13 of Corey Vale. Toyota Celica. Scott Vetter looking very, very strong in his heat race and trying to get out front right away. Brandon Connor on the outside of him. At 57B, it looked like he was going to be quite a charge out there. Don't count out Larry Leslie in this 8 car. Kaylee Sturdivant in a 73. That's your top 4 cars. Or 3 cars in 1 truck. Green flag comes out. Into turn 1, side by side. Brandon Connor up on that outside. Stephen Hartwick in the 77 car off the track, but right back on. Lost a couple of spots. They're still fighting for that lead. Now Larry Leslie's bringing that 8 car up to join in. Stephen Hartwick in the 77 pulls it to the infield. He's out of the way of everybody, so he's in a safe zone. In the meantime, the 56, Scott Vetter out front. Out of Casa Grande. Brandon Connor right up on the back bumper. Could not get around him over on turn 2. Got a lot of fighting behind the leaders. Larry Leslie in that 3rd position. Dennis Dow coming up in the 17D as well. Side by side out of turn 2. Vetter had to get off the gas over in turn 2. That allows Brandon Connor to get around him. Let's see if he can stay there as they come out of turn 4. Vetter still has the lead. Dennis Dow wants to come up and play as well. He's right to the top 3 cars in that 17D. Scott Vetter in the turn 3 and 4. They're nose to tail as they come out of turn 4. Get around Christina Dapper. She's the first vehicle to go a lap down. Vetter still with the lead. Brandon Connor right there. Larry Leslie, Dennis Dowell. Jesse Martin in the 10 car. Oh, a little love tap there from Dennis Dowell to the back bumper of the 8 car of Larry Leslie as they came out of turn 2. These top 4 cars fighting it out. Scott Vetter still out front. Got a car spins around. Christina Dapper. So that's going to bring out a caution flag. That will bunch up the field. 10-car Jesse Martin taking it to the infield as well. Eight laps down. Get the rest of the cars to catch up here. Jesse Martin took his car off. Christina Dapper gets the 77K back underway, so she'll take a spot there at the back of the pack. Her first caution for this race. Scott Vetter out front. Now Larry Leslie's going to be right alongside of Brandon Connor. Dennis Dowell there as well. Green flag comes back out after 8 laps. Well, Brandon Connor got a great start as well as Scott Vetter. Dennis Dowell right there as well. They're 2x2 out of turn 2. They are still fighting for those top 4 spots. And now the 97 comes right up as well. Ava Laney. Well, she's come from the 9th position. Well, Christina Dapper's got a cone hanging off the back bumper. In the meantime, Scott Vetter still out front. But now Dennis Dowell has got around Brandon Connor. He's in that 2nd spot now. Larry Leslie still in that 4th position. Dennis Dowell right up on the back bumper of Scott Vetter. Vetter holding him off as they come up on Christina Dapper once again. Well, Scott Vetter's got a little bit of room now between him and Dennis Dowell. Fighting it out. Vetter hanging on. That was lap number 15. Got 5 laps to go. Dennis Dowell just not able. Oh, and the 13 car off the racetrack, Corey Vale. He was getting ready to go a lap down. Caution comes back out. Christina Dapper spins around again in the 77. It was the cone that caused it. The cone out of her back bumper. All right, less than 5 laps to go, so they'll go single file restart. Scott Vetter out front, Dennis Dowell in that second spot, Brandon Connor in third. Fourth belongs to Larry Leslie. And Ava Laney in the 97 rounds out the top 5. Well, Corey Vale in that 13 car came back on the racetrack after he went into the pits. All right, Scott Vetter out front. Dennis Dowell in that second spot. We've got 4 laps to go. Brandon Connor, Larry Leslie, Ava Laney. That's the top 5 cars. Yellow lights blink on the back straightaway. Out of turn 4, green flag comes back out. Scott Vetter gets another great start. Larry Leslie with problems on the 8 car. Tried to get into the infield. Looks like that's going to bring out another caution. Bad luck for Larry. Was running very strong. So that puts Ava Laney up into that 4th position, and the 59 car of Larry Dowell into the top 5.
Hey, if you want to come back out, go ahead and check.
All right, Scott Vetter in that Lulo, sponsored number 56 out of Casa Grande. Single file restarts. All right, getting to the restart zone. Over in turn 4, green flag flies once again. Ava Laney looking to the outside now in that 97. Larry Dowell in the 59D. But your top 2 cars moving away. Dennis Dowell, Scott Vetter. Dowell just not able to catch him. Larry Dowell in the 59, almost into the wall. Goes up high on the track, almost spins that car around. Brings it back down. He's trying that high side. Ava Laney goes to work on Brandon Connor in the 57. She's trying to get that 3rd position, but here comes the 59 of Larry Dowell. He's up on that outside. White flag comes out there, 3 abreast for 3rd. Connor hanging on to it. In the meantime, the top 2 cars moving away down the back straightaway. Scott Vetter, Dennis Dowell, and Scott Vetter brings it around out of turn 4, and he's going to take the win. Dennis Dowell runs across in 2nd. 3rd will go to Brandon Connor. The 97 was in the fourth. The 59 in fourth. The 97 in fifth. So what a great race by the Sport Compacts.